Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen on Up North at 4 is brought to you by Bassett Jewelers and Engraving and LDF Country Market in Lac du Flambeau.
Hey everybody, welcome to Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. On today's menu, a classic sausage gravy to put over your biscuits or whatever your little heart desires. And the ingredients you're going to need is about 1 pound of bulk breakfast sausage, and I, for a twist, am adding 1 link of Mexican chorizo, and this happens to be the hot stuff. I have some butter, I have a ½ cup of heavy cream, some whole milk, and about a ¼ cup of flour. And let's get going. Okay. And we're just gonna dump in the breakfast sausage and the chorizo into a heavy skillet, a heavy bottom skillet over medium heat. And you're just gonna wanna bust that up because you don't wanna have chunks of sausage this big and chunks of sausage this big, weeny teeny. You know, you want it to be fairly uniform. Okay, now once you have your sausage all cooked through, kind of eyeball how much fat you have in the bottom, and that will decide whether or not you need to add butter to it. And I don't have a ton of fat here, but there is a little bit. So I'm going to add a generous tablespoonful of butter to this, because you're going to want something for the flour to cling to when you make your gravy. And now for this, you can turn the heat down to medium low. Even low is good for this. And I've got a ¼ cup of flour here, and it's just all-purpose flour, not sifted, nothing special. And then you're just gonna stir that in, and it makes this sort of funky, gloppy paste. And you're gonna wanna keep stirring and cooking that flour because you don't want your sausage gravy to taste like school paste. So you wanna cook that raw out of the flour, and that just takes a short minute or two. And again, you can see everything is pretty tight here. And because for this super special occasion treat, don't be overly concerned about, oh, how can I make this lower fat? Yeah, you kind of can't. You just kind of have to go with it. And obviously, we're not going to eat this every day. So right now, I'm stirring in a ½ cup of heavy cream. And that's gonna grab onto that flour, as you can see, and you're gonna think, oh my gosh, now, look at, she's got a mess. No, not really. Because to this now, we're going to add in milk, anywhere from 3 to 4 cups. It just all depends on a whole lot of factors. And you're just gonna add it in, maybe a cup at a time, and stir it in and get that heated up. So you just keep going, and you'll see it looks like, oh, it's not thickening, it's not thickening, it's not thickening, and then all of a sudden, as the milk gets hot and it grabs onto those flour molecules, you get that magical thickening action. And just like that, sausage gravy from Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. Cook on, my friends.